Yo, what up, Internet? Welcome to Bricks and Beer, episode 31. Welcome back to your mom's favorite unedited, uncut, unprofessional, and unapologetic podcast about Lego and beer. Yeah, good times. Hopefully, you guys are drinking some beer. If you are, let me know what kind of beer you're drinking. I'm always open to suggestions. This whole episode, is really sponsored by one dude. Big Sal. This is his favorite beer. This is the Dogfish Head 90-minute Imperial IPA. They make a 60-minute, which is like slightly more pussy than this. Big Sal's a big dude. You know, I figure he's into the heavy beers. This one is a whopping 9%, so it's good times. So cheers to you, Big Sal. Ooh, that's delicious. Very, very good. So if you guys want to watch the other ones, you can click this picture frame. There may or may not be an annotation. So, this one's kind of weird, right? They're all weird, but this one's weird because I'm shooting this one out of order. You're going to watch this one, and then there's going to be one after this, and I can make a joke about this. Not going to. Anyway, so, yeah, click a thing. The annotations sometimes work. Sometimes they don't. So, what is this episode all about? And why is there this big box here? And why does it say the Big Sal Challenge? Well, this big box is here. It says the Big Sal Challenge. Because this is a giant box of Lego that I got sent to me by the homie Big Sal. And Big Sal's a dude on Instagram. Watches the show, obviously a fan. So, he was like, dude, when's the next one? And I was like, oh man, I'm moving, like shit's going on, I don't know, because I do this, casually at best. And so he was like, man, it's all good, just, do a 2-hour episode about sorting or whatever, like, he's just excited for it. And he throws out this idea, and he goes, what do you think about a challenge? And I was like, what kind of challenge? And he's like, basically I just send you Lego and you build something cool out of it. And I was like, alright. Fucking challenge accepted, dude. Send me some Lego. Because that just seems so crazy to me. Like, I don't expect people to send me shit or, like, me to get free anything, especially because of doing this. Like, this absolute amateurish, ridiculous podcast where I drink beer and fuck around with the Lego. But he did, man. And this is a giant box. It's empty right now, so it's easy to sling around. But when this arrived, this was not a light box. This is a fucking huge box of Lego. So I'll show you some of the stuff Big Sal sent me. And then I'll show you the model that I made out of the parts. And I'm pretty proud of it. It's pretty good. The part selection is off the chain. So Big Sal had sent me a couple of Instagram messages like, hey, I'm pulling stuff together for you or whatever. And I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. Like, this is never going to happen. Nobody's ever going to fucking send me Lego in the mail for, like, drinking beer on the internet. Like, that's crazy talk, right? First thing out of the box. Guess who? The doctor. Yeah, this is fucking wild, dude. This is, like, straight up, and this was unopened. This was brand new. It's the Lego Ideas, which means it comes with a fancy, perfect bound, like, novella. It's a good set. I put this set together. I built this just because I was like, fuck, man. Number one, I'm never gonna like buy this set. I'm not a huge Doctor Who fan. I've watched 2 episodes. It's okay. It's very British. But this set is money. This set is pretty gangster. And if I was a Doctor Who fan, I'd be all about the like TARDIS thing that opens up and connects to the Energon column or whatever space base this is. And the little droid Deca dudes, the Exterminate dudes, they're pretty cool. They have a really nice printed parts on the top. Here, I'll grab one out of this bag. So you can see maybe that focuses, maybe it doesn't. Really cool. And they only come in this set. And like, it's gangster as shit, right? So that's pretty fucking off the wall. Dude, just send me this brand new, huge, somewhat limited release Lego set. Already fucking amazed out the gate. Next thing I pull out, the Mini Ghost. I love this set. I have now 2 of these because I have this one. And it's great. Like, this is a fucking cool little set. I love the fig out of it. The chick is rad. She's in here somewhere, too. I'm sure that rattling is awesome for you guys on the internet. So there you go. A Twi'lek. You can't go wrong with a Twi'lek. I really want a Lego Bib Fortuna. Because, like, but he's got to have the tails that wrap around. I don't know. I don't know what the actual Lego Bib Fortuna fig looks like. And then in here is just the rest of the figs and all these orange Joker wheels. Which, sorry homie, I didn't use. I will one day. And then there's also these quarter arches, which I did not use. For selective reasons. So, you know, what else did Sal send me that I didn't use? Well, he sent me this awesome bag of printed parts, and these are perfect for so many things. Just not what I was building. But I am super stoked, dude. Like, I'm gonna fucking use the shit out of these. These are so great for mecha and sci-fi and all kinds of shit. So thank you again. And then the last things that he sent me that I didn't use was a selection of random poly bags. The reason being I didn't crack these open is I bought a fuck ton of these. So I knew the parts are in here good. Like, there's some ball joints and stuff, but I was like, if I can do this with even less, because already at this point I'm like, there's so much Lego here. I could just do the challenge with like a small amount of this. I don't need to launch into opening these random poly bags, but I will and I should. So, you know, it'll happen. They're just like hibernating. I feel like this is like a delayed fun pack of, you know. It's kind of like if I have to go somewhere, if I have to go on a road trip, I'll just grab one of these, fuck around with the poly bag. You know, good times. And then, now I fucked up, dude. I was gonna take a photo of everything he sent because in this box, this giant box, besides these 2 sets and the poly bags and these random Ziploc bags of parts, not 1, not 2, but 3 fucking Hulk figures. You know, Hulk smash. This is super cool. I don't have any of these. I'm totally gonna make like a weird Neo Cyberpunk Avengers now, because I have a future Captain America fig. So that'll happen. Stay tuned for that. And then there was a shit ton of poly bags, and they all ended up in here. And this is a huge tray of parts, which is spilling on my floor, which is not the greatest. But there you go. So, what was in here was the full minifig scale Ghost from Star Wars Rebels. Hence why you got big panels, some of these big white wing pieces. There's some leftover weird Doctor Who shit in here. I was going to keep the TARDIS intact, but then I needed some parts, so, you know, fucking went in here. And then there was the Nexo Knights King's Mech, which is an excellent set. So all these parts are still in here because I've built one thing, and I felt like the thing I built was cool enough that I didn't need to, like, use all of this. But I'm keeping this kind of separate right now, because this is straight up, like, the Big Sal Challenge brick, which is pretty cool. And there's a possibility this might live on beyond this one challenge. So, we'll see. So, on to the Big Sal reveal. He wanted a mecha, space type thing. So there you go, dude. Boom. It's the Hulk in space, flying a mecha with articulated hands. He's got the Doctor Who set has these amazing printed panels that have these like star maps. So I kind of figure, you know, it's a little bit like the Iron Man Hulkbuster set, which is what this fig is from. And I know Sal's a big fan of that, so it's kind of like the Hulkbuster, but the Hulk in space Hulk Buster, you know, boom, punches you in the face. Yeah, so fucking, I love the pyramid slopes from the Nexo Knights. They look super cool. So of course he's got to have those on the hands. He's got the flight pack back here. It's articulated, so you can kind of, you know, maneuver yourself in space. Shoulder cannon, kind of thruster deals. It's also got thrusters on the back of the legs. The toes on the outside of each foot are articulated. Only because I didn't have enough hinge pieces in here. And I looked, and they're not in any of the shit I didn't use, so I don't feel bad about that. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I dig this dude. He's semi-posable. The opening of the cockpit here is dicey as fuck, but it does work. So this cockpit, this entire assembly moves up, and then this moves down. So I'm amazed I didn't break that. So there you go. There's the Hulk. He's fucking piloting his thing. So bam, Big Sal. Big Sal's favorite beer. Big Sal's Hulk space buster. Whatever you want to call it, dude. I'm fucking thrilled that people are sending me shit or just even watching the show. So let's just talk about this for a second. And no offense to you, Sal, but like the commercialization of the hobby, right? Like having to get paid. I've had a number of people kind of contact me in the last 2 weeks about, hey, do you do custom things or do you do that? No, not at all. This is just me hanging out. But if a dude's gonna do something like fucking send me a ridiculous amount of Lego through the mail and say, hey bro, I'm drinking this beer, can you build something out of this? I'm not gonna say no. It's just how it works. So I'm fucking flattered, dude. It's crazy. It's kind of the dream, right? Like hang out on the internet, drink some beer, fucking hang out with other people across the world. Sal's not even across the world. He's like driving distance. So one of these days we're gonna hang out, dude, and drink some beer together and shit. And thank you for the Hulks and the fucking ridiculousness and all these polybags and shit. I did say to Sal, hey, dude, I'm gonna send you something for sending me all this shit. And my original plan was just to build him something out of what he sent me and send it back. Because I just think it's so cool that he fucking sent me all this shit with, like, no real expectations. Like, just, I guess, because he's a nice dude. Yeah. So I was going to send him this. But this is, like, full of compromise, right? Because it's built to have a limited palette. I literally opened all the polybags into the big mess of an unsorted tray, which I'll try not to drop. So it's like, out of this came this, and it's good, but it's not. If I was building this out of this, it would be better, because there would be certain things that I would not have to compromise on. Like, there's some good articulation, because this has the Nexo Knight parts for the King's mech, which, have great ball joints and whatnot. So, he's okay. And he's got, hinged elbows, which are not the greatest. The hands, I was pretty impressed that I was able to get full finger articulation out of here, which I think is important in my robots. He's got to be able to, grab you and, punch you in the face or whatever. So yeah, but out of that, like, there were things that I was just like, man, like, especially if I'm going to ship this whole top part, like, as cool as it looks with the bubble and everything, it's only hinged on 4 studs, and they hinge there, and it just easily falls off. So, as cool as this looks, and I will post some photos of this and shit, so it will be noted on the internet or whatever. I'm not going to send you that, dude. I'm going to send you something else, and it's going to be better, and it's going to be maybe a myriad of things. So, thank you again, Sal. Fucking, this episode's a little on the short side, dudes, but I just wanted to throw this out there, and I wanted to get it out as soon as I could, but I've had other crazy things going on. So the next time I see you guys, there'll be a very long episode where I yell a lot with other dudes, and the audio quality, not the greatest. Hopefully this one's better. But I just want to apologize in advance. Like, it was a crazy night. The audio's going to spike a couple of times. I did get some other Lego. I got this set. It's a town set. Really, I got this because, it's a boat. And it's a floating boat. That's cool. It's a go-fast boat. There's some awesome stickers, but I didn't put them on here. And I'll do something else with this, but we'll see. There's a funny story about this, which I will talk about on the next episode with the Philly boys. So, yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you again for watching. Sal, you're the fucking man. Thank you for sending me all this shit. A package is on its way to you. And, yeah, fucking keep on building. Keep on watching the internet, whatever you weirdos do when I'm not around. And, yeah, I'll see you in the future.